So here's a couple of tips in addition to that. So I was saying, you could take the blue light out of your computer, out of your phone, out of your iPad or whatever at night, just have it turn off automatically, and that will help considerably. But also the lights around your house. Like I got a photographic light going on right now. If I were to do this close to bed, it would make it very difficult for me to go to sleep. That's part of the reason entertainers, particularly musicians, rock stars who are playing late at night with these big bright lights, right, makes it very difficult for them to go to sleep in addition to all the excitement, right? But all of that stuff combined, right, makes it really difficult to sleep because light makes the biggest difference in terms of our sleep. So one thing I highly recommend is, like in my bedroom, I do my overhead light, I keep as a regular light, but my lights on each one of my bedstands have red lights in them, okay, which does not trigger the serotonin, keeps it in the melatonin stage. So if you need to turn the light off turn the light on in the middle of the night, then it's not an issue. And it's great for sex. The red light's just great for sex. Everyone looks better. It's got that mood. It's awesome. So I highly recommend doing that. Simple thing you can do to help. If you do need to get up and pee at night, then what I recommend is either turn that red light on or get some night lights that don't have blue light in it that turn on, like motion lights, or just, feel your way and sit down instead of stand up so you don't have to turn the light on, right? Just pee and then go back to bed. But try to minimize as much light that gets into your eyes at night. It will really help tremendously with your sleep. And as we talked about last time, sleep is so important. This is where in the REM, this is where your morning wood is occurring. And this is where most of your testosterone production is happening. So if you're missing that REM sleep, you're missing a lot of morning wood and a lot of testosterone production. If you look at this, just to remind you from last time, we talked about how the more you sleep, the longer the REM periods get. That's why a lot of athletes now are not even stopping at 8 hours. They're sleeping 10 hours because the REM is even longer, which means a lot more testosterone production, which really helps with their performance. So that is by far your biggest testosterone producer. So if you're missing, like if you're only getting like 5 hours of sleep, look how much REM sleep you're missing. That's a lot of testosterone production. If you're missing your last, you get 6 hours, but you're not getting the 8, you're still missing your biggest chunk of REM. And this graph right here shows it even a little more. Like you can see here, here's your testosterone. This is 10 p.m. So say you're going to bed about 10. It looks like he's going to bed around 11, right? So he's going to bed at 11. His testosterone, he goes to sleep, it already starts to rise a little bit. And the longer he sleeps, the bigger that gets all the way. This would be 8 hours, right? Here's 7 a.m. So 11 to 7, you can see at 8 hours, he's got a lot of testosterone production. You would miss all of that. These last 2 bars you would miss if you're only getting 5 hours of sleep. So you're a huge amount of testosterone production, right? Even when you wake up, it stays a little bit high. It may go down a little bit as you start to worry about the day. Cortisol goes up a bit, but then it tends to rise a little bit, peaks a bit, and then keeps going down as the day goes down until you go back to sleep. Okay? So just so that's clear, that is this portion of sleep. That's where all that testosterone production is happening. That last 7 to 8 hours of sleep is where, right here, this is the last 7 to 8 hours of sleep. This would be, 5 to 6 hours of sleep. You can see just how big a difference it is. Just imagine the athletes are getting 10 hours of sleep in addition to all this other that's being produced. That's why they do that. So learn from them, man. You want to perform at your best, sleep is your best friend. Now, let's talk about vitamin D, because I'm sure most of you guys realize that our main source of vitamin D comes from the sun. Hey man, I hope you got a ton out of this segment of the MWAI Morning Wood Alpha Inhibitor video series, where we are diving deep into overcoming this insidious alpha inhibitor that is blocking our birthright of having natural, long-lasting, stage 4 rock-hard erections.
If you'd like to get free access to the entire MWAI Morningwood Alpha Inhibitor video series, make sure you click the link in the description of this video to register for free access to all of these life-changing videos in this series, along with some other surprise bonuses. Also, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and turn on your notifications bell so that you get all of the future value-packed videos just like this that I will be releasing for you to help you be the best version of yourself and have natural, stage 4, rock-solid performance. I will see you tomorrow in the next MWAI Morningwood Alpha Inhibitor video.